So I'm like, nah, either she did some other substances that we did not catch, or this girl was drugged. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? What is going on, my girls and my gays, my straight boys, my baddies? It is me, the Godfather, and I'm back with another Baddies Eats review for you guys. Y'all, what did I just review? What did I just watch on my television screen? Has society gone to this point where we would film someone at their lowest? I have no words. This was despicable. What I watched. This was despicable. Y'all strap in. Go ahead and strap in. Because I got a feeling this is about to be the one. This is about to be the one. Baddies East has fell off a cliff at this point. Let's talk. Y'all, I can't get a proper intro. Because just knowing I have to review this episode, y'all, this episode was way too much. Way too much for even me. So, be that as it may, be sure to like, be sure to comment, be sure to subscribe to this channel, click that bell to be notified of all my latest updates. And without further ado, let's get into this review. Y'all, I have notes. I have notes. I have notes. Go ahead and get you a drink. Get you whatever you want to smoke on. We finna be here for a little minute. Let's talk. All right. So we start the episode off with the girls are going to Jamaica. Everyone's excited, you guys. Jamaica, it seems to be gorgeous out there in Jamaica. Me personally, I will never go because I'm a botsy boy. And if you guys don't know what that is, basically it means I'm gay. And in Jamaica, being gay is looked down upon. You could potentially get, you know, that you will always be a target out there. So I personally will never travel to the island. That's just me because I don't want to hide who I am. So I'd rather not even go through with it at all. But these girls are going to Jamaica, you know. Do not go over there in Jamaica trying to sell your clitoris because, no, they don't play that over there. All right, Natalie's Airbnb, y'all, it is so beautiful. Like, y'all, it is judge. I mean, it is tea. Like, Natalie, whoever Airbnb account y'all using, they're doing God's work. The Airbnb is gorgeous. And we can still see that the gang of whores are separated. Still to this very minute, even though we're going on vacation, we all still can't be together. What's new? House B gets to their Airbnb a little, you know, not as judged at the first one, but you know, it is still pretty. Anna Mac admits that she was drunker than a Cooter Brown the night before when her and Smiley got into their little spat. Y'all know in the last review, Anna Mac wanted to fight Smiley because Suki basically said that Anna Mac doesn't stand on business. And she was like, okay, well, if that's what you think of me, I'm going to show you I'm standing on business. I'm going to fight Smiley since you said Smiley to start the show. And y'all know I felt that that was kind of stupid because instead of you fighting a person that said that you don't stand on business that wanted to start the drama with you, you go in the opposite direction. I felt like Anna Mac wanted a moment. And because Smiley fights all the small girls, she thought that Smiley would bite the bait. Smiley did not. And Anna Mac looked it really retarded in that moment. That's just my personal opinion. And it was at this time, you guys, that I knew that Sapphire was a snake. She went to Jamaica without her friend. That proves to me how down she wants to be with the cast. I mean, if your best friend did not go to Jamaica at that moment, you should have stayed in the States. But you want to have your mouth open for Natalie's coochie that she decided to go to Jamaica early. Y'all, Sapphire is not to be trusted. And as you guys can see, I'm trying to be more professional about my reviews because YouTube said I have a potty mouth. I mean, when you're born from a sailor, you know, you tend to pick those things up. When you're coming of age and all you hear are curse words, it comes second nature. But I'm going to try to tone it down. All right. But keep in mind, Sapphire is a snake in the grass type of girl. And I was like, Sapphire, you're really sitting with the enemy because you're sitting here gossiping about me to people that think I'm biased. people are sitting here talking trash about me, saying I should have picked a side and I should have stayed out of a situation when you're my best friend, you're my sister, and you did not defend me not one time. I clocked this shit. I clocked it. I clocked it, Giraffe. I clocked it. So at this point, please make Sapphire an official cast member, because I thought she was a friend to the show. I thought she was a friend to the show, but it's apparently to me that she wants to be a cast member. So go ahead and put her in the opening credits, because the biatch wants to be seen. All right, all the girls put on their Jamaica gear. They all want to go out and meet up, have a good time, take in the sun, you know, see a Rastafarian. They want to go out and have a good time. And I'm all here for it. Hopefully all the girls can come together. And I mean, we're in Jamaica. Like, why should we have all this drama? But you know, they have no coup. These gang of whores will do anything for a show. And girl, even in Jamaican colors, I'm still seeing so much impurities. I mean, I don't know who is doing the makeup. I don't know if they're not drinking water, but y'all focusing on BBLs, but y'all skin looks depleted of life. Face look like cakes that had fell in the oven. Girl, it's a sight to see on this show. And this is where we found out that T could not make it to Jamaica. She had a family emergency, so she had to go home. We wish T all the best. I definitely enjoyed T on the show when she was given something. But after they jumped her and did that fake and fugazi type of stuff, I could totally understand why she did not want to be around the girls anymore. But hopefully her mom is okay. She said her mom was having a medical emergency, so she went home. And T, I'm not going to hold you. You're in credits like that. Bye! That was so corny, so lame. Girl, they could have gave you some sound effects at least. Like, that shit was so lame. But I love you, T. Alright, so then we get to Rolly. Rolly said, I put this in my notes. Rolly said, instead of saying humidity, this girl said humidity. Rolly, as much body heat your body lets off, you should know all about humidity. You should. You big as hell. Your body gives off humidity all day. But you say humidity? Alright, y'all. So after all of that, that's when we get into the Smiley drinking scenario. Now, me personally, watching this season, I never really seen Smiley drink. I mean, I seen her take a shot or two, but she really wasn't a heavy drinker to me. At least I didn't see it. So in this episode, they had a purpose. They wanted to show us Smiley drinking profusely. And y'all, from what I seen, Smiley did not take a lot of shots. Keep that in mind. From what I was shown, this girl did not take a lot of shots. And in this moment, Sky is the only person who seems to be keeping tabs on how much Smiley is drinking. She's in the confessional saying, Smiley's drinking more than usual. You know, she's doing this, she's doing that. And I'm like, Sky, you the only person pointing this out. Why is you bringing it to our attention? Like, what are you doing? And then she says something begins to go down. And that's when we see Smiley, you know, is in the beginning stages of, you know, her. So apparently Smiley passed out on the floor. You know, I'm guessing she's too drunk at this point. She's passed out on the floor. They were saying give her water. Y'all, now one time during this part, I seen anybody get this girl some water. And they was all making it seem like it was a joke. Mind y'all, this is house B. This is the house the girl stays in. These are all her sisters. Her gang, who she be with all the time. This girl passed out on the floor. No one took it serious. No one took it serious enough. So at that point, everybody was getting mad with Smiley because they was like, she can't handle her liquor. And I'm not gonna hold y'all. Me personally, this is why I watch the people who I drink with, like I drink around, because I can't stand people that can't hold their liquor either. Like, it will completely blow me. Like, you passing out and stuff, like, that will completely blow my high. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and act like I didn't know where the girls were coming from. But my problem was these... I'm trying to control that demon that want to come out. These bitches! These whores did not show no compassion for this girl in this scene. And that's the problem for me. And everyone is saying, why, as soon as we about to meet up with the other girls, you're suddenly not in your right state of mind? Like, that's real convenient.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Sky keeps saying in the background, we don't know how Smiley is when she's drunk. We don't know. And I'm like, Sky, you keep talking. You keep pinpointing this one topic. It was kind of giving to me a guilty conscience would speak. It's kind of giving like, you know, something that happened that wasn't caught on camera, but you don't want to say it because you don't want to get yourself involved. But your conscience, baby, your conscience is speaking. It's like you look real guilty, and they keep putting the camera on Sky. So I'm like, Sky, what happened? Can you just come out and tell us? Because it's obviously, it looks like you want to say something or you saw something, but you don't want to say it. Because the more you talk about this topic, the more attention I'm giving you specifically. I'm not even worrying about the rest of the girls. I'm looking just at you. Tasika says Smiley's acting drunk just like how she acted when she had a miscarriage. Basically saying Smiley is acting like she had a miscarriage, which she didn't, and saying she's drunk, which she's not. Smiley, at this point, everything you do, they're gonna think you're lying about it. So it was best for you to get off the show way back yesterday. So y'all, everybody get out the van, congregating, you know, just all talking, and I see Smiley eyes glazed over in the camera, y'all. Y'all, I felt so uncomfortable. This is what triggered me the most because I'm like, this girl is having a medical emergency. So we're seeing it. We're seeing it play out in front of our eyes. We're seeing this play out in front of our eyes. My biggest thing was, why haven't they cut production off? Why haven't they cut the cameras off? Why are you filming this girl at her lowest, slobbing, foaming out the mouth like a rabid raccoon? Why are we seeing this? It felt like I was invading this girl's privacy, I swear to God. It felt like no right person in their right state of mind will allow this to be filmed. Recording this girl's trauma so the world can see. At this moment is where this whole season turned for the worse for me. This is just wrong. I don't care if that's my worst enemy. I wouldn't wish that on him or her. I wouldn't. Because that is completely wrong. That is completely wrong. But Zeus kept the cameras rolling. Make a mental note of that. Never get on Zeus Network. Never. So y'all, Sky come back. She started rubbing Smiley down with water. You know, I guess trying to shock her back into reality. You know, they say when somebody is drunk, you know, you throw that bitch on that cold floor, and that floor is gonna shock her back to life, you know. So she rubbing Smiley down with water, you know, talking all sweetly to, you know, hey, mama, baby. Trying to get my girl back into reality. They asked her how many shots this girl had. She said 4 shots. I'm like, if Smiley took 4 shots and is the way she is now, Smiley deserves an Oscar. Because she can act. Because 4 shots ain't gonna take nobody, ain't gonna do that to nobody. So I'm like, nah, either she did some other substances that we did not catch, or this girl was drugged. Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? Can we? I mean, let's talk about it. If we're going to talk about it, we're going to talk about it. Because 4 shots of Hennessy ain't about to have nobody foaming out the mouth. Your mouth might be a little numb. But foaming out the mouth, falling over, eyes glazing over? No. I done drunk too much alcohol. I done took too many sips from the bottle to know what's going on. No. Either that girl did some other substances, or she had something sprinkled in her drink to make her act the way she was. I'ma just keep it a buck. So y'all, Smiley was about to vomit, and Sky said, ooh, get off it, bitch. Like, push Smiley's face away, and y'all, Smiley almost fell out the vein. Y'all, my mouth was wide open. It was like, it was a train wreck that I just had to see it. I had to finish it. Like, I couldn't even turn away because I'm like, this is wrong, but how is this gonna end? The more I watched, the more my spirit was disturbed. Like, this girl about to throw up. Sky pushed this girl head to the side. Smiley head hit the ground. Security and production was like, why you did that? Why you did that? Sky was going back and forth with them like, come on. Like, your big ass was right there. Like, you could have called her. Like, don't put that on me. And y'all, as a person who don't like bodily fluids, who don't like his own spit. So I totally felt Sky that moment. It was like a natural instinct to be like, oh, like, go over there. I would have felt better if this wasn't on camera. Because on camera, we want these people to have morals and values and, you know, take a little vomit for the team. That's why y'all should have cut the cameras off. Dead ass. Like, that's why those cameras should have been cut off. Because it's making everybody look bad at this point. So then Chisel Chin, Natalie walks over there. Mind y'all, Smiley is just unwell. She comes over there and tells the girl, put her feet on the ground. Natalie, the light is on at the house, but nobody there. Like, are you dumb? Or are you on powder too? It's like, you telling this girl to do certain things. Natalie, this girl is not in her right state of mind. Like, y'all, that was triggering for me too. Like, you see something's going on with someone. Why is you trying to talk to them instructed them to do things that they can't do? Why haven't we cut those cameras off and got this girl to a hospital? That's the thing for me. Like, these cameras were not cut off. The urgency was not there. The urgency was not there. It wasn't. I humbly feel like this girl was going through something traumatic, going through a health crisis. Why wasn't this girl rushed off this sprinter van and brought to the hospital right then and there? Like, we do not need this type of content associated with baddies. Like, who wants to be seen filming somebody at their lowest having a medical emergency? This girl could have died. This girl could have been seriously harmed. And the fact that those cameras were not cut off, this girl was violated. I don't know if Smiley got any grounds to sue, but I will try to sue the pants off of Zeus Network. I will sue the chin off of Natalie Nunn. For all those dime bags of coke she got in her Airbnb, I will try to take it all. Because this was wrong. This was wrong. This was disturbing. The only thing I kept screaming out was cut the cameras and get this girl to a hospital to get proper treatment.
Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
And we couldn't even get that because they wanted to keep filming. This was disgusting. What show am I watching now? This is why I don't watch TV no more. Reality TV. Shenanigans and full of fucking niggatry. You the head of the girls, and you sitting there and ain't say cut the camera to get this girl to the hospital. You telling this girl put her feet on the ground? Get up on your good foot. Natalie fussing at this girl. Then Sky say she hasn't been on her medication. I'm like, Sky, you're doing it again, my love. You just cannot shut up. First it was, she don't drink. Now it's, she really can't handle her liquor. We don't know what she's like when she's drunk. Now it's her medication. What is it next? Pick a story like something happens to that girl. And this is a lesson for everybody. Like, if this girl was drugged or she did some other substances, y'all need to start drug testing these people. Production, I don't care. If this girl did do something, y'all could have been able to stop it or send her home. Y'all cannot do drugs on these shows if that's what y'all was doing. Girl, this is sad. I'm like, Sky, when we want you to talk, you don't talk. But when we want you to shut up, you can't stop talking. Read the room. Like, all our eyes are looking at you. Like, the more you talk, it's like, okay, you know something. Like, can you tell us what you know? Like, Sky, shut up. Y'all, at this point, I had to mute this TV because it was them asking this girl countless questions when this girl obviously could not answer. So I have trauma because of that, because I've seen this multiple times. So I'm like, I can't watch this further. I cannot watch this particular scene because they kept asking this girl, like, can you do this? Can you do that? And y'all, the girl drooling out the mouth. And I'm like, why are these cameras still on? Why? They finally get Smiley off the van, y'all. Smiley screaming, she want her son crying. And everyone is just like, we don't know what to believe. We don't know if Smiley's telling the truth or if she lying. They still don't believe her because of the miscarriage situation. And now we have the seizure situation going on. So it's like, so much is going on with you, Smiley. Like, every other day is something with you. We don't know whether to believe you. We want to believe you, but we really can't because we know that you're full of shit sometimes. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm always under the impression of believing somebody. But like I said, if this person is lying, that's on them. That's their cross to bear. Like, if they're lying about these situations, they're not going to have no good days coming forward. They're not. So I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. But if you lying, that man up there, he's going to humble you and take care of you. That's just me. So, y'all, after all that time, they finally get Smiley off the van, get her to the hospital office. Y'all, they couldn't even get the girl into the hospital office because Zeus Network, as a production, trying to get the lighting right, trying to get the camera settings adjusted, trying to get this person in the shot. It's like, if this girl was, and I'm not going to say if she was having a real medical emergency because the girl is obviously having something going on. So, it's like, the fact that y'all trying to get cameras on this girl when she's in the middle of a medical crisis, it's sending me. This girl's having a medical crisis in front of our eyes, and y'all sitting here trying to get camera settings adjusted to film her. Ain't nobody saying, man, cut the cameras and get this girl in this office right now, man. We don't care about that. Everybody's standing there. I had to watch somebody put the light bar above the door, got that adjusted, then put a bar on side the door, then got that adjusted, put the camera right here, then got that, put another camera right there, Then somebody walked in front of Smiley, put the camera right there. Then they struggled with opening the door. This girl could have croaked over 10 times, and y'all trying to get camera quality. Didn't even give us a black screen, didn't give us a caution, didn't give us a trigger warning, didn't give us nothing. Just showed us raw footage of this girl in a medical crisis. This was disgusting. And you know what's bad about it? Let's talk. You know what makes me more mad? The fact that it's black people and it's women. I go up for my black women. I go up for them queens. But to sit there and watch this, I'm mortified, I'm disgusted. And it's sad to say that our other counterparts, I don't think they'll do something like this. They probably would, but we wouldn't see it. Here y'all sitting here filming the same people we advocate for. This the full of fucking niggatry y'all do. I'm hot, and I'm pissed. Then when they got the girl into the hospital office, all the man did was check the girl's blood pressure. I could have did that. So then after they put her in the hospital office to check her blood pressure, they did proceed to remove her from the same hospital to bring her somewhere else. So I'm like, if this girl, the ball was dropped on this so severely, at this point I started questioning my own sanity. Like, this girl going through a medical crisis right now. This girl could have croaked over so many times, y'all. Like, this girl could have croaked over so many times. So many times. What if this girl actually passed on this episode? Like, what if? And we watched the antics that they did. What if? You mean to tell me it took almost 100 people to be in one hospital room with this girl? You mean to tell me it took the whole crew in production to be in this girl hospital room? It took all of y'all. All of y'all. It took all of y'all. The cast included. It took all of y'all to go in one hospital room. What was the privacy? Tasiki said Smiley's lying. It's all stunts and shows. And I'm like, Tasiki, who would actively go on national television, drooling from the mouth, throwing up on themselves? Like, you know how sick somebody would have to be? I don't think my worst enemy will do something like that because, girl, clout is one hell of a drug, but that is insanity. If somebody would actively do that on purpose. And I might not like Smiley a lot because of the stuff she do. I don't think she'll do nothing like that. I don't think none of y'all would. No matter how I feel about y'all, I wouldn't even put that on y'all. But all y'all sitting there saying this girl is lying. If this girl would have passed away, y'all sat there and said this girl was lying. So y'all gotta live it down y'all conscience. Sometimes it's best to shut the hell up. I'm trying my best to be so proper with this review, y'all. I'm trying because y'all know my mouth. Y'all know this mouth wanna go in and rip them to pieces. But I'm trying. So, as if it couldn't get worse, y'all, they wheeled this girl out the hospital, Smiley fall out the chair. I mean, y'all, having a seizure. Zeus is flying out this girl's mouth, all on the ground. Then sitting there saying the girl lying. I'm just like, at this point, I don't know. BGC would never. Bad Girls Club would never. Oxygen was messy, but Oxygen would never. And that was the end of this episode, y'all. And in the next episode, we see Suki and Bobby come into the fold. And I'm like, Bobby, why are you here? You're a boxy boy. Like, they don't like our kind. So why are you there? And I already know you're finna do the most in the next episode. Y'all, this was, I have no words. You know, sometimes we don't think certain lows can be reached. We don't think that. But Zeus Network and these people will find a new low. But y'all, that's all I got for us. That's all I got for us, y'all. That's it. That whole scene can be a whole reaction on its own. Can be a whole discussion on its own. Smiley, if you're out there and you ever watch my video, I would like to interview you. I would like to read your contract as well. Because I personally feel like you have grounds to sue unless you sign an NDA and give up all your rights. Because this is a lawsuit right here. But you guys, that's all I have for us. I thank you guys for running up those numbers, sharing my videos, showing me to your family. Continue to do that. And I'll continue to give you guys the best content I can give you. So, be sure to like, be sure to comment, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Click that bell to be notified of all my latest updates. And y'all, I will see y'all in the next review. Bye.
Tell me what's your